How's my hair? What are my pits? I know, I've got to tie this. Hair looks fresh. All right, guys. This one is all about abs. So your abdominals, there are 3 layers to them. The only ones you see are the rectus abdominis, which is your 6-pack muscle or 8-pack or whatever pack we got kicking right here. And the main function of that muscle is flexion of the spine. So if he was going to crunch himself, and if his hip was the anchor, that muscle would crunch the ribs closer to the hip. If he was laying back and his ribs were the anchor, his abs would crunch his hip up towards the ribs. The other set you're seeing right here, these are the external obliques that fan down across the body. And underneath those would be the internal obliques that fan the opposite direction. Those muscles together will side flex the system. That's the functional movement for that. But they also actually rotate the torso. If the feet were the anchor, they work in one function. If the upper body, they work a different function. But if he was going to rotate, let's just say left to right, his external oblique on this side would rotate the ribs across the body as the internal oblique pulled across the body. And if he was rotating the opposite direction, they would work the opposite, external oblique with the internal oblique. But again, they work synergistically together to side flex the body or to stabilize against a load. The deepest layer that you don't see is the transversus abdominis. This is your core muscle. Now this muscle attaches to this tendon called the linea alba. The fibers run around like a corset and they attach into the lower back here into the fascia called the thoracolumbar fascia. The function of that muscle, the contraction, is drawing the belly button in towards the spine. This is called a vacuum. When he draws that in, even keeping the chest nice and tall, it creates a tension loop all the way through the system, which stabilizes the spine with the contraction of the lats into the thoracolumbar fascia. This function should happen anytime he would hinge forward and pick something up or squat something under load. Now these muscles are striated just like any other muscle in the body, so they should be worked separately or worked sporadically throughout the week so you don't overtrain them. But definitely put a lot of function on all areas of that because you want those abs to be nice and balanced to have a nice, strong core.